What's going on YouTube? This is Arterious Trades, and I think this is going to be my first video. And so basically what I like to do for this first video is I kind of just want to like go on a road to funded journey. Well, not even a road to funded, but a road to payout journey. The funded, that's the first challenge, but the payout, that's the second challenge. So first off, I'd like to say getting funded, I wouldn't say it's like easy to me, but it's easier for me than getting a payout. It's like I can get a funded account like pretty frequently, but it does take a whole lot of over leveraging. But you just really got to be right 2 times. That's really all it takes to get a funded account. But my problem is getting payouts because I fail to stick to my rules. And so I think with me recording this video, I might have a better chance of getting a payout because I'm held more accountable by my viewers, and so that's a little something that I like to start today. But so I'm gonna go over today's trade. Show confirmation, so chart executions. Okay, so I had one trade and I got out like a loss. Look, and this is what I mean by over leveraging, is how I get my payout. But look, okay, so here's my loss. My loss was, they're so close, it's kind of hard to see. Let's go on a 15 seconds to make it easier to see. So my loss was, I went short right here. I think it was like 15 contracts, something like that. Yeah, because then I closed 15. So I went short right here, and then I think I closed like right here. And that was at like a negative $300 loss. And then once price rallied back up to this order block, and I'm gonna show it to y'all easier, like in a clearer way after this. But let me move this because it's kind of in the way. Alright, so this was my entry that got me my 1500 for today, and I actually have a recording. So the moment that it traded into this order block, this was my entry, and then my stop loss was like a little bit behind this order block, and it was risky stop loss. But I feel like when you're right with your bias, it's easy to over leverage in a way. But and this is really my rules for having an eval, like really just over leverage. You like with these evals, we're getting these out of the way like this. That's our goal. We're not trying to make these evals take weeks and months. No, within 1 to 2 days, it's either blown or passed. So this is my path towards getting a funded, is really trading aggressive on my evals. And I have a problem of doing it with my fundeds, but I'm trying to learn to stick to a just hit like a 2,000 target for one day, and then just every day just stick to like plus 200, and then like have like lockout limits for my stop loss. I feel like once again, if I record it, it's better handled. Maybe from me recording this, maybe I can get a payout. But okay, so during real time, look, we had market open at 9:30. This is 9:30. When market opened, I was trying to go short right here. I believe it was. I think I tried to go short right here. Market open. I seen this. I seen it go down. Seen it tap back up. Then I think I tried to short somewhere within this area. And then I seen this, and I exited. And then I re-entered around here, going short again. And the reason I went short was because I had a bearish bias. As you can see, we're seeming like we're in a bearish trend. At 2 o'clock we made it up. 6 o'clock we made it right back down, supporting bearishness. We didn't tap into this inverse. We made relative equal highs, but we didn't tap into it. But, and then for the 1 hour, oh yeah, for the 1 hour, I had this order block marked out. And then 9:30. So this is the 15-minute order block right here. 9:30 tapped into it. The moment it tapped into it, I went short. Set my stop loss behind the order block, expecting for this order block to hold. Did something like this. And then price actually tapped into it and held, as you can see. Like, it really almost swept me out. But I guess you could say I got lucky. I just had a very tight stop loss. And then I just targeted these equal lows right here. But one of the things that I always target when market opens is either 8:30 or midnight open, or one or the other. So with this situation, my bias was bearish. And then so when it tapped in, when market opened, I was already looking for price to do a continuation model and send lower. I think I seen it tap into this right here. Yeah, I think I seen it tap into this inverse, 1 minute inverse. Seen price do this. Then I went short. Then I got stopped out like somewhere right here. Then when it tapped back into this order block, I went short again. And then it really just consolidated for it until market closed. And I got a video of it. Sadly, I don't have no sound. I was locked in. Don't mind my face. But look, okay, so here's my first entry. I think my first entry was... My first entry was right here. I was locked in. I don't know why I was looking like that. But bam, I'm so short. Oh, the sound is here. Okay. Nice. Nice.
Order filled.
Okay. So at this moment, you can see I entered 15 contracts. Hey, that's actually nice that the sound is on, because the sound was not on at first when I first checked this out. That's nice. Very nice. Okay. So, bam, had my entry. It's my first trade. See, I'm talking. Look, it's recording my computer audio, but it's not recording my mic. So basically, I shorted, and then I had my stop loss behind this wick. I'm using the SMT. I almost hit my target. 932. I'm targeting midnight open and a little bit further below that, just so I can get that 1 out of 2 1500 day. Then it starts going back up, and I see that we're volatile. I see that this is nothing but a straight liquidity sweep, because there's no gaps and all these highs are so clean. So I was like, if it sweeps up, it's going to just like shoot me straight out. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna manually, like, you know, if I think that it's gonna go back, I'm hopping out. And I'm gonna wait for a better entry. So I started seeing volatility, and then so I exited, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait for a better entry, because right now it's a little bit choppy. I'm not trying to get chopped out and just lose 900 like that. So I'm gonna wait for a better entry. And I think I'll get my other entry right here. Okay, so I'm talking about this order block. This is 15-minute order block that I'm paying attention to. Bam, I mark it out, and I'm like, I want to see this order block respect. So bam, we tap into this order block. I'm seeing that it's rejecting. I'm like, okay, it's rejecting. Let me set my stop loss behind that. I'm like, bam, let me see what this price is. So my initial target is midnight open. That's one of the things that I look for in, like, basically all my setups. But then I'm like, okay, I set my stop loss further because I'm already in loss. So in order to hit 1500, I got to make not only 1,500, now I gotta make 300 more, so I gotta make like 18 to 1,900. So that is the reason why I added extra leverage. So at first I had 10 micros, but I'm like, okay, let me add more micros because my bias is already down here. This is already my bias, but I need to cover this loss. So in order to do that, I leverage a little bit more. Instead of doing 10 contracts, I did 13 contracts. But I'm still targeting my bias, but I'm making my stop loss a little bit tighter. So you got midnight open. You got 15-minute relative equal lows all the way up to here. It stops at this gap. And then it just consolidated. So I'm going to just speed this up. Sorry, I'm talking the whole time I'm talking, it's not picking up my audio, but it's all good because I made this video. So man, hey, I thought about just closing my trade right there. I was like, I might just get out of there. But then bam, as it played out, it kept on trying to scare me. I'm like, I want this 15-minute order block to hold. If it don't hold, then I'm just wrong. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real with you. If it didn't hold, I would have been looking for a reversal right here or right here. And if I didn't see that, then this eval probably would have been blown. Like, being realistic. So basically my way is just really not full porting, but over leveraging towards a bias. And really all you have to do is be right 2 times to passive funded. It's just two $1,500 trades, and then that's how you get your funded. But the reason why I struggle so much, I'm gonna let this play out. But the reason why I struggle so much with getting a payout is because, for one, there's a rush. It's like I expect every day to be profitable. If I'm not in profit on a day, and if I'm at a loss, I may continue to trade until the account is blown. That is one of the things that I like to work on, and I like to record on my process, my journey of getting a payout. And then, so I know that's one thing, like not having a stop loss, something that, like a forced stop loss. Another thing is I don't have a profit target. I have my own rules, but I don't have something telling me like bro, it's to the point to where I'll tell myself I'm gonna aim for 2,000. Once I get that 2,000, I'm aiming for more. And then me aiming for more, I'm not really searching a target, and then that leads to me blowing my account. So I'm not searching for a target, I'm just trading for infinity, trying to get the max payout. What you can get is 5,000, which you can have like 10,000 in your eval profit. But I'm over here trying to chase max payouts and stuff, and I really just lose focus on my goals. So I say with me recording this, hopefully I can hold myself more accountable. And yeah, so basically, market open, I seen that we're targeting the bearish side, and then midnight open is a target that I always follow. I usually follow midnight open at 8:30 when they're on the same side. Like if we open above midnight open at 8:30, I would probably target shorts with the use of the bias. And then if they both was above, I target longs. Like if market open at 9:30 and then midnight open at 8:30 is above, I'm gonna target longs if the bias supports it. So this bias was supporting sell side, as you can see. Look at this market maker sell model. It was targeting sell side. We was right here at the moment. And like these lows are clean. Plus midnight opens right here, so I'm seeing a market maker sell model, which, as you can see, it was complete. And so, bam, this is when it plays out. I over leveraged. Well, added a little bit to my leverage to mitigate my losses and to make my profit overweigh my losses, in bam, 1,500. So, once again, this was today's trade. We have market open. Our bias was bearish. Bam. We wanted to see a market maker sell model. We also wanted to see midnight open be tapped. Why? Because it supported this sell side market maker sell model. So I seen that. So when price opened, I had shorts, but then I kind of got scared because this is a whole lot of volatility. So I mainly closed out a $300 loss. Then I looked on a higher time frame in which I seen this 15-minute order block. When it traded within this 15-minute order block, I went short, set my stop loss behind that, because behind this order block you also have a fair value gap, which is not one but two confluences that should possibly send us lower. So we got this order block and then we got this fair value gap, this inverse fair value gap, which should send us lower, and in which this case it did. And it added extra leverage, targeted sell side, and that was today's trade. Here's the thing, I may trade Asia and upload that also. And I have a setup that I follow for Asia. But this is today's video. I'm gonna try to stay consistent. I might let this video go out. But yeah, road to profitability, road to payout. Let's get it.